The question is why is it important to connect with nature? Now you hear the quail cooing. I don't know if that is the right word. And there is this bird chirping. There are so many other sounds around us. In our regular lifestyle, we would see we so much live here, no, up here, all the time boxed up, all the time boxed up here. Our imagination, ambitions, dreams, or images. It's so much of psychology, if we can say, not so much physiology. But you will see that when you are in nature more and more, you become grounded. That leads to a healthy psychology. So you see, you start paying attention to your sensory input, the birds chirping. Now, this is something natural. This is something much more than, for example, hearing the same sound on your computer, on your laptop, or in your mobile phone, or on the TV. It's very different from viewing National Geographic. It is just like, there is so much abundant sunlight versus boxed up in a cabin. There might be a tube light, but a tube light can never replace this abundant sunlight. Science tells us that there are so many frequencies of light, the photons, so many electron volts that are lost. And hence, what is available in a tube light experientially, is very minuscule. And hence, over a period of time, such a minuscule exposure really drains us of energy. It does not enrich us. This is very important to observe and understand. Also, experientially realize. You'll see artificial creations, we have not mastered it to such an extent. Being able to recreate the entire experience, even in terms of simple thing like home lighting or office lighting. You see this rich smell of earth, or when it rains, and the smell that emanates from the earth. It's so enriching. If you just breathe in deeply, it completely enriches you. The smell of the various plants and herbs, the aroma. You'll see as you start living in nature, you'll be able to observe so many flavors. It's not all the same. There is so much diversity, just to one sense. Similarly, the sense of, sight, vision, You'll see so many rich shades, light and shade, that you cannot recreate at your home or office or indoors. So much richness. That sort of a multidimensional richness really makes us feel fulfilled because we are multidimensional beings. The sense of smell, the sense of sound, the sense of vision. Even if you see the raw taste of, say, for example, tulasi or neem, there is this neem tree. If you have eaten neem leaves, it actually enriches you in a way that you could never imagine. Initially, we might feel, oh, but that's because we are too much here, not grounded in this house, as we say in Tamil. House. This is a house, a temple. And being connected with this temple is so very enriching. Otherwise, we are so disconnected. You see, the mind operates even when we drive, the mind is elsewhere. This is automatic. You do some exercise, it's automatic. You do anything, for most people, see, even sitting in classrooms, listening to somebody, the mind just roams about with no proper connection with the senses. And hence, it's an art to cultivate. Just being grounded, being open to your sensory input is such an enriching experience. Because the mind keeps projecting next, 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 and it is never fulfilled. But if you learn how to connect with the senses, you will actually see fulfillment. But that does not mean, developing craving. That is to do with the mind. If you have a, well-developed sensory mechanisms, you will see it's so enriching. Just being connected, just to hear some sound, just to be in nature with all these rich sensory experience. Then you will see the mind slows down, calms down, and you experience peace. It's an actual experience. And you will see, physically we look at it as prana shakti. Prana is the life force, which is available so much in abundance in nature. But right now we are unable to, as humankind, we are unable to recreate this dynamic energy, life force, prana shakti, in enclosed spaces. That is a whole science of how to do that. Pratishtha is done. But in regular spaces like homes and office spaces, mostly we have depleted spaces. It depletes our prana. And that has an impact on our psychological health as well. And you will see the mind is in a state of imbalance. While if good prana is there, then you will see the mind also settles down. It comes to a state of balance, which you generally feel while being in nature. Just settles down. And there'll be a new clarity. There'll be a new appreciation of beauty, which is very, very important. Then you see life is beautiful. Beauty lies in the eyes of the beholder. And being with nature makes you beautiful and makes everything around you beautiful.